Hello and welcome to Get Into Games on Air, a podcast about board games and the people who play them. My name is Craig and joining me as ever is Rebecca.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome. One and all and one.
Everyone.
I'm enjoying this podcast. I'm dressed to impress. I'm very comfortable. This is the perfect attire that I'm wearing to do this podcast because this t-shirt that I'm wearing underneath this jumper and this hoodie is a Shirts and Merch t-shirt, which is ironic because Shirts and Merch sponsor the podcast. But who or what is a Shirt and Merch?
Okay. I wasn't quite expecting you to go there straight away. I thought you were going to actually explain to the people who are listening that you're like literally layered up in so many layers that you can hardly see yourself.
I'm like an onion. Layers. As Shrek would say in that great TV show movie, The Shrek.
Anyway, more about that in a minute. If you're into quality t-shirts and merch that actually feels good to wear, you've got to check out Shirts and Merch Studio. This isn't mass-produced generic stuff. Shirts and Merch is all about clean designs, bold ideas and pieces that feel like they were just for you. Whether you want something funny, something stylish, or something that shows off your personality without screaming it, they've got a design that hits the mark. Every item is printed with care, the shirts are soft and durable, and the shop has that handcrafted small studio charm you just don't get from big brands. And honestly, it's a perfect place to grab a gift or treat yourself to something you'll actually want to wear more than once. So, if you want to upgrade your wardrobe or support a creator-run shop making genuinely great stuff, head over to Shirts and Merch Studio on Etsy. The link is in the description. Take a look, pick your favourite design and grab something that fits your style.
Absolutely.
And wear it under lots of layers.
Lots of layers. Well, there's a reason I'm wearing lots of layers.
Is it because you're cold?
It's because I want to be snug, I want to be warm, and I want to be stickered.
What? No, you're supposed to say cozy, plonker.
This episode is all about the game that is due for release in February. It is called Cozy Stickerville, and we were very lucky. Yes, we were very lucky to get a preview copy of the game sent to us by our lovely friends from Asmodee. Asmodee. Everybody says it different. Asmodee say Asmodee.
I didn't know there was a...
Then someone else will come over and they'll say Asmodee. Or Asmodee, or Asmodee, Amadeus. No,
right,
doesn't matter. But it does a bit because they sent us the game. Yeah. So, for those of you who do not know what Cozy Stickerville is, what have you been doing? Sleeping under a rock or something? I don't know. Rebecca, what is Cozy Stickerville?
Okay, so in Cozy Stickerville, you and your friends will create a village together. This is what it says in the introduction. There's no way to lose the game, but your decisions will cause permanent changes that can have both positive and negative effects on your village. You will seek to accomplish milestones and gain happiness while building the village of your dreams.
Yes, so it's very much I think it takes inspiration from your Farmvilles, from your Stardew Valleys.
Yeah, apparently I was reading and there is a video game that's based on making stickers.
Okay.
And that's what it's based around.
Okay, fair enough.
Linked to.
Nice.
It's on the box, it says it's 1 to 6 players. It's for 10 pluses and it's a cooperative adventure.
Yes.
And essentially there is a board that is just a landscape to start with.
Yes.
You start by placing, I think it's 6 or 8 stickers on the board as your kind of starting town and resources. And on the stickers, some of them will have apples, which represents food. Some of them will have wood, which represents the building materials that you can use to build things later on. And when you're setting up each year, because it plays over 10 years, you gather up all of the resources that you can see on the various stickers that you have put onto your board. So yeah, essentially you stick these 8 stickers, 6 to 8 stickers, I can't remember how many exactly, and then you start your game. And there are 12 cards for each year. And if you are playing it multiplayer, you're taking it in turns to read the cards, make decisions. Certain decisions will allow you to add stickers to the board, and you are creating your village as you go. So you might, let's say you might build a bank, and therefore you find the sticker and you stick it onto your village.
Yeah.
The way the sticker book is set up is very easy to work out where the stickers are. So each card will tell you if you're going to add a sticker. There are 800 stickers in the book, and they're labeled sort of a number and then a letter. So say it was 8R, you'd go to page 8 of the sticker book, find R, stick it in. Quite straightforward.
Yeah.
And you're building up your village, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. You basically have a blank slate that you can build roads on, put out farms, put out different types of buildings, and create your own landscape whilst flipping over a card, doing what it says on the card, and then you make a choice. It has that choose your own adventure kind of aspect to it. Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And then those pathways will branch off into different stories. The stickers that you stick will also have little numbers on them, which are story points that you then go to 15.5, and you go into the storybook and you read what's happening, and then you make more choices as you're trying to develop this land, because essentially what's happened is your father has given you land.
Well, your father's chucked you out of the family home.
Yes.
And said, go and make it on your own. And so he's given you a piece of land, and you're trying to make it work, basically.
Yeah. And fundamentally, that is what Cozy Stickerville is. It's a game that will continually change. Sometimes you'll be sticking stickers on top of stickers. You'll be pulling stickers off.
Mm-hmm. Which is easier said than done.
Which is easier said than done. It is a legacy game. So this is technically a 2 and done game. So the board is double-sided. The board is laid out slightly different on one side to the other. So you choose which side you want to start with. There's a mountain area, there's a river, and then there's 2 sort of grassy areas on both. But the way they're laid out is slightly different. So there is almost a spatial puzzle involved. However, I do feel like, I mean, that's jumping ahead of the game, but I feel like
don't review anything right now.
Okay.
We're just talking about the mechanics of it, how it works, and we'll get into our thoughts.
Nitty gritty. But yeah, so there's a spatial element to it as well, because you want to kind of stick stickers down to kind of explore and spread out across the board.
So on Unexpected Games website, it says that, I'm just going to read some of the quotes that they say on their website. It's accessible for all. It's easy to pick up and play. There are a few points I haven't praised that very well. They say there are a few points of no return. So there's not many choices where you would then end up with nothing or not be able to do anything. Quick story beats. They say that it's been developed for lovers of cozy and narrative, and you're the author of your own story. As I said, there are 800 plus stickers, and it's like a visual diary. The stickers represent choices, moments, and discoveries that you find. The 10 years that you're working through the story are self-paced, so you can go at your own pace. You can play it twice. And there are special upgrade tiles that you can get that are more like tactile, if you like.
Yeah, so your resources that you'll get, where you have your apples and your wood and your gold coins and your ore that you collect to be able to do these building projects and these things around or pay these things off. you can get upgraded components. So the components you come in are very Stardew Valley-esque looking cardboard, thick cardboard, good quality cardboard chits. But you can upgrade to nice wooden components.
Yeah.
Which again, something we'll get into later.
Yeah. So I think how we're going to do this in the podcast is that we're going to talk through our first 10 years. Then we'll talk through our second playthrough, which caveat, we haven't quite got to the end of, but we've done 8 years. So I think we are fair to say we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Then we'll do some questions that have popped up online that I've seen about Cozy Stickerville, and then we'll do our final thoughts and what we think about it, etc. So, do you want to talk a little bit about our first play and anything?
Yeah,
popped up?
So the first like chapter is it's very exciting. It was really good to get involved, and it felt really like we were making really informed decisions. Like, this is a really exciting choice. What do we do? Do we build this? Do we do this? Where do we put it? We want to really make out this map that we're trying to fill this out. And we want our own little town.
I should say, sorry, just to cut you off a little bit, that in both times you play it, in the first half of the game, until you find how to build a bridge, you are stuck on one side of your landscape.
Yeah.
So it's almost cut in two, which I think makes the spatial puzzle even kind of more tricky because you've got limited space, so you're trying to fit things in.
Yeah, agreed. The spatial puzzle at the early game is very much something to really think about. Otherwise, there's going to be some sticker peeling. But yeah, I really enjoyed our first play.
We must have enjoyed it because
we burnt through it in like a day. We
literally consumed it very, very quickly. So I don't know how people usually do. I mean, I do know that we do tend to, with the legacy game, start playing it and then not want to stop. I don't know if that's how most people do.
I feel like I've noticed with this, I think people who've got it at the moment are review copies, so they are burning through it. But I can see this being something that you do just explore and you just go through and you do. The years are not like the 12 cards, the decisions you make. The game's, it's not that long. It's not like a year is an hour of gameplay.
Well, it says 30 to 60 minutes. I mean, I guess what we didn't do, which you could do in a bigger group, is to mull over, discuss what the best option is, what would happen potentially if we did this route, what would happen if we did this route. I mean, we played it 2-player the first playthrough, and we kind of were like, right, we want to do that. Yeah, we're going to do that.
Yeah.
So each time you have a go, so say we were taking it in turns, each time you pull a card and you do whatever the card says. So it might be a decision or it might be a new thing you've unlocked that you can buy later on. And then you get an action. And on your action turn, you can either explore something on the board that has a number or get sometimes the stickers on the board give you a card, or you can build something from a card that's already come out, or do something like buying and selling at the market,
or go fishing or look for wood and chop down.
So you're essentially doing potentially 2 things. There are cards that sometimes allow you to do multiple actions in a turn.
Yeah.
So you can do more than one thing. And sometimes when you read the storybook, if you uncover a certain action, it will give you another action, or it will say nothing happened here, you get to do something else.
Yeah.
Sorry, you come in.
Yeah, I was saying, I think I enjoyed going through exploring it for a while. I think it did feel a little samey after a little while, but it didn't like detract from what we were doing. There were some cards that were obviously better than others when we're flipping them to do.
Are we allowed to spoil it?
I don't think spoiling.
So there are some things that are quite exciting, like some characters turn up and then they have decision points, and sometimes that means that character might stay on your village or might disappear, or something might happen, or an addition to that character happens.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say, like, it's not, we're not going to spoil it, but it's fair to say, like, on some things there are story beats on the cards that if you don't go through the story on certain cards or certain areas, something will happen, and something bad might happen or something good might happen. If you don't build a specific building, something bad might happen to something else. Or if you do build something, everything's okay, kind of thing. So there are story elements there.
There are some really cool things, so I think we'll have to caveat that there might be spoilers.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard to talk about it without actually saying. So there are things like fishing, which I know lots of people have mentioned is likened to like Stardew Valley, and Tend and those kind of things, where you're rolling a dice and you're seeing how much fish you can catch, and you can keep pushing your luck, but then once you've chosen to reel those fish in, there is something in the storybook whereby, depending on the dice roll that you got and the amount of fish that you got, you're crossing off essentially different types of fish that you've seen.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that was really cool to me was where you have to go like bird watching, but the birds are on the stickers.
Yeah. So it's almost like a micro macro Where's Wally nature to some of the story beats and some of the cards. Which is really cool because it really opens up this whole map. And I think that was in our first play. I think that the bird watching was like one of the most exciting things. And then potentially we wasted a lot of our turns bird watching where we could have been going other story beats. So there's lots of different avenues to explore, and it's time management as well. So there's a few different aspects there that but our first playthrough was good, and I think it was the thing with the first playthrough, it's always sort of essentially it's like a learning game, but with a legacy game you now know those story beats, so it's like, okay, that was a kind of learning game. I probably could have scored better, but am I really going to buy this game again to play it again?
Well, we can talk about that later. I think I have the same problem with legacy games, is that I get so into them. So we did consume probably, I think we played maybe one chapter, then put it away, and then I think we consumed chapters 2 to 8 in one sitting. Well, just like we sat there playing it all evening, and then the next evening play 9 and 10. And I loved it when we were in it and we were making these decisions and we're choosing where to put things, and it feels exciting. And the same thing happened with Ticket to Ride Legacy, is that you're working towards all these things, you find all these cool like little Easter eggs, and it's like, oh wow, they put that in here, oh yeah, that's really cool. And then you get to the end, it's just a bit deflating.
It's just an end,
because it's essentially like there's a scoring element to how well you've done, because as you're going through the story elements, you're collecting awards. So there are bronze, silver and gold awards depending on how far you get down story arcs, I guess. And then there are red, bad awards that you get for like doing the wrong thing, like making all your people hungry or something. And you all score at the end for that, and there's nothing they can do about it, and it's not an error on their thing. But when you come to the end of a story, and you've got, like I had in my head, oh yes, so and so lives at that house, and they're doing that, and then these people are musicians, and they're doing this and something else, and these are the people who saw up the wood, or whatever it is, and you've got all these like stories going on in your head, and then it just comes to the end and you're like, yes, but what happened to all those people?
Yeah.
Because in my head, I was like, oh, and then they could do this, and then, oh, no.
Yeah, it's your main character's story, so it kind of ends it. And it is like that one thing, like all these legacy games, My City Legacy, we've played Pandemic Legacy, Ticket to Ride. You kind of get to the end, and it's like, and read from this bit of the book. That's the end of your story, is this bit of the book.
Yeah,
and it's kind of, and I know it's not, this isn't a negative really, because there's nothing you can do about that.
It does have to end,
but because it does have to end. But I don't know. There just needs to be something in a legacy game that's better than
but then maybe
read from a book.
But maybe, so I was thinking about like Vantage, right? Because I think you enjoyed Stickerville in the beginning more than you enjoyed Vantage. But at least with Vantage, there's no end. So I can imagine all these stories, and so you've almost got the opposite in Vantage, in that there's no, like, the loop never closes.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, the loop has closed, but I'm not satisfied now because my where I wanted my characters to go, I don't know where they've gone. You know?
Yeah.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's getting a bit more into reviewy of it, but I do.
Sorry.
I do think that you go down these story beats, and you want to do this.
You want to know everything and explore everything. You can't either.
No.
Anyway, when you get to the end of the game, the first round, in order to set it up for the second time, because you can play it a second time, which is great, by the way, and lots of games that involve changing the board, you can't, unless you just play the legacy version of the game of the board, you set up. You have to cross off certain forks. Yeah, so certain decisions you can't make again because you've used that sticker, or you've built that thing, or you used that person.
Yeah. So it's like a sticker will say, do you want to build the library or the fire station, as an example? Yeah. And if you built the library, you put a big old sticker on top of that.
You can't build it again in the second go. Now, at the end of our first playthrough, we were kind of thinking, but then surely that means that the second time you play it, you don't have decisions to make.
It's more restrictive in its way, because it's like you can...
Yeah, but before we played it, we thought, that just means there's no decisions to make. So we're just literally now just sticking stickers on the board.
Yes.
It's what we thought would happen.
Yeah.
Within reason.
Yeah.
So we decided I don't know whether I wanted to play it again.
If we didn't play it the way we played it, I'm making it like this big surprise for everybody. It's
really hard to talk about without giving...
Well, no. So our second playthrough, we played with the kids.
Yeah.
Now,
but would you have played the second playthrough just with me? Do you think?
I don't think I would have.
Right.
And there's a reason, and I think we feel like this second playthrough that we played with the kids making the choices and stuff like that, and going, oh, you can build this, I don't know, fire station, or the kids have got one option. For them, it's like, oh, we could build that, or we could do that. And for that, it doesn't feel very restrictive. But for us, I think it would feel restrictive. If it was just me and you going, we can build this one thing because we've blocked off the other card. But the kids don't know that, so it's still exciting for them. And what's happening as well is where we're not going, well, you can build this one thing, or you can explore all of the other bits of the board. And trust me, exploring is probably more important for your score than stickers. But stickers are stickers, and they're too exciting not to stick.
I think in our first playthrough, we were keen to... So all the cards that you put... So when you pull a card from the actual years, you put it sort of below the map that you're creating. So you know there are things that you can do. And you can keep them from year to year, and you work through them and you try and do them. And I think in our playthrough, we very much sort of wanted to complete all of the cards. But you're right, that came at the expense of actually exploring the things we were putting down on the stickers.
Yeah.
So then we wouldn't complete certain story arcs in the thing.
Yeah, and looking at how much money and resources the kids have got on their play, like the stickers have gained us stuff, but we kept on spending it all. But because they've done lots of searching and exploring on the map of the numbers, and they've still managed to stick a loads of stickers in.
And interestingly, I feel like we tried to make in our playthrough all the right choices. Like, what would be the right thing to do here? Oh yes, we want to make sure the animals feel happy here. And, what would be the right thing to do? Yes, give everything to everybody for free. Like, we were like, really like nice.
Yeah.
And the kids are like, no, charge them for this. And they're like rolling in money.
Tax
like,
them.
what?
Tax everyone. We're kings here.
I'll take a loan. Yeah, sure. They're like the kings of their town. Like, oh my God. So playing it through the second time with the kids, I didn't think it was as restrictive as I thought it was going to be.
No.
There are still lots of choices to make.
But the choices have come more from story elements in the book than the stickers.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting way to play the second game. And I would probably put hand on heart and probably put at least 4p, a 4p bet that everybody plays that first game really nicey, get me animals in, let's make a nice little farm. And because the second time you flip that board, you can't do all those nice things because they're no longer options for you. You don't have the option of potentially having a weird homeless man and rehoming them. You don't have any options available to you to do the nice thing. You have to be the king of your own empire.
Yeah. So our second playthrough, like we said, we've played through now 8 years. So they've got 2 years left. They're definitely doing better than us. Yeah,
they're going to score, and their score will probably be higher than us, looking at what they've done, what they've unlocked, and what they've done from their awards and stuff. They've got a few negatives.
It's without going into like final thoughts, it's very interesting to see because it's quite, like they said, it's accessible. So, like, our youngest is not 10 plus, but she is making choices. Okay, her attention span isn't as long as the eldest, but she is able to access it, and she likes sticking the stickers on. But it's been really interesting for me to watch them choosing things together and then going, oh, no, and then making choices about where to put the stickers because they're like, no, you can't have that next to that, or, we don't want that too close to the river, and for them to have those conversations, that was really interesting to watch. So I've got some questions for you about...
For me or for the listeners?
Well, that we can discuss, because I was looking at... Well, I looked at Unexpected Games, I looked at Asmodee, I looked at BGG, and there were some questions that people had like sort of put in. So I thought maybe we could try and answer them.
Okay.
So the first question is, how replayable do you think it is?
I think we've answered that. I think it is replayable. The second game is a different game. I think if you are playing with the same people, it potentially will feel like, okay, playing it with... It depends on how long a break you give. Because the story is the same. It's just your choices are different. So,
but part of me really wants to play it again.
Yeah,
part of me is like, oh yes, if I get another copy, I'm going to do it differently this time. It's kind of like a bit addictive like that, isn't it? It's like I don't want to play it because I know it's not like... I enjoyed playing it, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't the ending at the end wasn't that satisfying to me. But I'm never satisfied by legacy games. I don't think at the end, like all the little bits that lead up to it, like you've got me hooked. I don't know if I want to play it again because of that. But there's something about it that makes me want to play it again. Like, I'm like, no, I would have chosen something different. I would have put it differently.
Knowing how things potentially can come up as well, you
sort of plan ahead.
I would want get a copy so I could really think about sticker placement.
Yeah.
But that's more for review, yeah.
Okay, so it's replayable twice, basically, but it does make you want to kind of buy it again. And I don't think it's that expensive that you can buy it again.
I was worried that it would be because of stickers. I thought stickers could be quite expensive, but I think it's a reasonable price. And if it is a reasonable price, then potential.
And also, I'm just going to put this out there. I probably will say this in my final thoughts, but I reckon there could be Cozy space station, Cozy
Cityville.
Yeah. And then I'm in for all of those.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I'm going to do them all. I'm still going to probably moan about the ending, but like I'm in for the give me the stickers. I'm doing it.
Yeah,
we're doing
unless
it.
Someone can create a different style of ending to a legacy game that's not read from a book,
which would be like, here's your characters come to life. Like no,
which is unrealistic.
No, no.
The only way
I don't know what I wanted it to be, but
be able to continue with the same board in future games, that kind of thing, or
it say, like, use the rest of the stickers which you could anyway, but I would want to go back now at my town and just like fill in the roads and add little adornments and stuff. But that's just me. Is it more narrative driven or city building driven?
Narrative. Yeah.
Because based on what happens in the story is what happens in your city.
Yeah, and
it doesn't matter where you place the stickers.
It doesn't matter where you place the stickers. Yes, correct.
You could basically make the town look awful.
Yeah.
And the game would still work.
Yes,
right?
yes. It doesn't matter where the stickers are placed. Yeah, that's something for later.
Okay, how does it play multiplayer?
Okay, I feel this game has, and this is me getting ahead of myself and above my station, but this game has no right to be the 3, 4, 5, and 6 player option. Gee whiz.
I mean, who is sitting there? Well, first of all, if you had 6 players, you'd only have 2 cards each, wouldn't you?
And
really?
You'd be...
And, like, the game is... like, you... So, when this kind of played out for the kids, right?
Yeah.
So, all our littlest one wants to do is stick the stickers in.
Yeah.
Right? And if you've got to wait your turn, say even if we were doing it as a family, and we're like, no, that's Daddy's turn to stick the sticker in. No, that's Mummy's turn to stick the sticker in. No, that's, like she's not waiting her turn.
And then her card might come up, which might be no sticker for you.
Like, no. I would say Sweet Spot is probably, you can play it by yourself, fine. It's a great solo game.
Yeah.
And I would play it solo, and I'd do it solo. But, it's no more than 2 people. Do you want to be sharing those? Yeah. Like, we did it 4-player only because we were reading the things. And
we weren't physically playing the game. We were reading a book.
But can you imagine 6 players sitting around the table going, shall we stick the sticker here or there?
Arguably, I'd push at 3. I would allow. If you've got an,
I would allow it.
I would allow it. Like it really matters. No, I would say if you've got an elder child, an elder child, one of the ones with the pointy hats from Warhammer. No, if you've got an older, like a teenage small person. And they wanted to join in. Okay, I could imagine the 3 of you enjoying it, but more than that, if we're talking grown adult human people,
you want more sticker time. Basically, you want as much sticker time as you can get.
3 is an absolute push.
You basically want to start off and say, "Yeah, we can play this," and then you want everybody else to piss off so you can stick the stickers on where you want to put them. Basically, is what you want to do.
Yeah.
So
it's all coming down to that sticker placement.
I don't I'd love to see 6 people playing it, but I don't
wouldn't.
think they'd be having a lovely time. I don't know. It's a strange one for me why they would put 6 players. I mean, you can play it, but it's not.
I mean, 4. That feels too many to me.
I mean, I would essentially, for 6 players, get 3 copies of it, and you all be doing it at the same time, but making your own.
Photocopy the other side of the board, and someone can have one side of the board, one of the other side of the board, and you're both just going at it.
Don't know. Anyway, is it a board game?
Yeah.
It's a board.
What? I'm so confused about this question because Flip 7 is a board game.
No, I know, but
what do they mean?
Well, somebody had asked, is it a board game? I don't know if I'd consider it a game.
Well, it's
very hard to.
Oh, it's like Vantage, isn't it? It's not a game.
It is a choose your own adventure
story
with stickers. It's very fun.
It's choose your own adventure story with stickers. It's a choose your own adventure story with points at the end for.
But you
some
don't
reason.
necessarily know
how
what
well
points you're going to earn for what until you get to the end.
There is.
It doesn't say you're going to get
minor spoiler alert. In one of the years, and I can't remember which it is. I think it's year 3. A little card comes out that goes, "This might be a handy reference guide to see how you can score lots of points."
Oh yeah.
And it'll tell you you should really work on getting
12 roads,
18 roads,
18.
and 14 animals and a penguin, there's no penguin in the game. But there is a card that gives you a hint as to what you need to aim towards, if at all possible, which is really unrealistic.
But it's not right cut and dried. You're going to get this. There's not. You can't have a strategy really because it's just what comes out. You're not going to know necessarily what choice is going to lead to a good.
Yeah, the points are pointless at the end of the game. It's just like, did you enjoy the game? Did you enjoy the story?
Yeah.
This is the end.
I don't really think. I don't. I'm thinking about the ending. I think it does sort of end with wrapping up the story about the dad and have you been successful in his eyes, kind of thing. But like maybe I wanted more from that. Maybe I don't need the points at the end. Maybe the points just make it worse. I think maybe I just wanted more from the story at the end.
It was maybe what reminded me of, like, you know, when you finish an Exit Advent calendar and you've done the last day, you've got your tiny sticker or magnet or a certificate or a poster of a Yeti, and the box is torn to shreds and thrown over your living room floor as you've eventually done it. And then there's like, now read the last 3 pages of this book. And then you read it and you're like, okay, that's what happened. And you're like, I didn't care. I didn't come for these 3 pages. I came for the torn up box on the floor.
Yeah, I don't think you can end it. I don't know. Anyway.
Yes, it's a board game, but it also is not a board game.
Yeah. What kind of playtime would you say for each year? I mean, we whiled away quite a few hours.
We did. Well, the hours went by without realising. I would say the whole game, one side, you could do in a day. Easy. I think 6 hours. You could easily do the whole thing. Maybe 5 hours. Half an hour a year.
Well, it does say 30 to 60 minutes. I think as you get into the later game, you get more additional actions, so it does take a little bit longer, and you've got more money, so you can. So where it says like, let's say for example, pay gold to get extra actions, you can do that on lots more cards because you've got lots more resources.
Yes,
I think. But yeah, I would say probably 6 hours, something like that, to play the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So our final thoughts.
Was that all the questions?
That was all the questions that I found online.
Final thoughts. So let's talk about sticker placement.
Yeah.
So the first half of the game is a challenge because obviously you only have the half before the river. Then you have the other side of the river, which is a massive part of the board that you're never going to fill in your life. Well, you might. You probably will. You probably prove me wrong. That's fine. Depending on how the cards come out, depending on how the stickers come out, And as much as you really want to try and build a city or a town that makes sense, you just can't. And again, this is probably some OCD, ADHD, some kind of neurodiverse thing in my brain that is, why can't I want all my trees together and then I want the farm, but you've just told me that I need to put this massive great thing right next to my farm because I can't get over because I haven't turned the card over that's given me the bridge to get me across the river so I could just put it on the other side. And then I'm trying to build roads that connect, but the stickers of the roads, they don't really connect. And they're pretty much like bang, straight ends.
There are some very clever things with the stickers, like the
clear stickers.
So there are stickers that match the background, so it does line up and it looks really cool. There are stickers like fences that go over, and they actually look like fences.
Yes.
The roads, I think it was more, they gave you lots of different direction roads, but it was more us who couldn't work out which direction roads.
But it's also like, do you want to build roads? Okay, well, build them then. It's like, yeah, but I haven't done my city planning. I don't know why am I building a road from the school to my house? Yeah. I'm not a teacher. Why do I? No, but no one else can get there. And so there's just random splotches of road around.
Going back to the stickers, the see-through stickers are very clever because you can put those over the top of things.
Yes.
And so you can have like, say a park, and then you can put your animal in there or whatever, or you can have clothes for your characters, whatever. You just stick it. It's very, very clever.
There's a lot of very clever elements. There are some stickers that you just wish there was a little bit more exploration in them. I don't know how much of a spoiler alert it is. There is one specific that is just, you can't build train tracks. There's no train tracks in the game, but there's a train station
with
a train track sticking out the side of it, and it's like, oh, maybe I should have stuck that right in the corner so it looked like. Essentially, I'm building a picture that I want to put. Essentially, in my brain is that I'm building this really lovely sticker city, and I could put this in a frame and put it on my wall. But by the end of the game, I'm kind of like, I'm not going to put this on the wall. I
do want to put it on the wall. Now I'm a bit stuck because do we put ours or do we put the kids?
Well, the kids looks better.
But I actually think like
less nonsense roads.
It's really interesting because the kids will have spent, I don't know, 6 hours building this thing together, and they talk like we talked about ours, in that they're like, oh, I remember when this happened and then this happened here, and we had to go, and the picture that you're left behind with, although it's not perfect, it is the memory of a game that you played together and enjoyed together and done some cool things.
Yeah.
And so I do think I want it on the wall because it's a cool memory,
I think with some of them elements in the game as well, you're kind of restricted, and going back to roads and such, I would have liked maybe just to spend resources to add a road, or spend wood to add a fence.
Have that ability to do that on any turn.
Yeah. Just like I've got excess wood, I can do this. It just give me a little bit more. But that's more about creating my picture and finishing the corners and buttering the toast to the edge. That's kind of that. I just want to finish those finer details. But generally speaking, I did enjoy it as a whole. On the whole, I did enjoy, like you said, I enjoyed the second side more than I thought I was going to enjoy it. But that was probably because we were playing it with other people that hadn't played it before.
Yeah, my thoughts about it are, it's very, very clever. The stickers are super cute, and it is cozy. And it is an enjoyable thing to while away a few hours. Like the time we were playing it, like the 7 years that we played or whatever it was in a row, like I hardly noticed it was like nearly 11, 12 o'clock at night and we were still playing it. Like we were in it. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
It is addictive, and it is very consumable. Like you just want to do it all at once. I worry that them doing it all at once, you're like, but it's done now.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy to be. But we were the same with Ticket to Ride Legacy. Like, now let's do the next one because that one was so exciting. I want to do the next one. And you almost want to take your time and savor it and enjoy it.
But I think with Ticket to Ride and Pandemic, that sort of thing, also, they've got quite big rules overhead, so you don't want to forget. This is flip a card, make a choice.
Yeah, you can't get it wrong.
And it has a good save. It has a little box.
Yeah, that's really nice. The little box, and you just put a progress sticker on it so you know where you're up to, and you just keep all your resources and all your cards that you got up to. It's really easy to just put it away and get it back out. Like we've done like almost a year sort of every evening with the kids, and it's really easy to get out, put it away, and also it's not too
quick
long.
setup, and it's not a massive table hog. I would say from the resource point of view, it is absolutely lovely that we got sent the premium resources, upgraded wooden chips, which is lovely.
Not necessary.
They are. I really like the wood cardboard ones. They look really nice. They've got the good art. I wouldn't. If you were keen, I know that I think these resources are going to be like harder to get, and they're going to be for like when you first buy it, you're going to get like the special promo things. I believe. I think I saw that on Unexpected Games' Instagram. I wouldn't rush for them
say
specifically.
The cardboard tokens for like the ore,
they actually match.
It looks better.
They match the artwork on the cardboard ones match the pictures on the game better. Yeah. The thing is as well is really if it is one and done and you're not planning on keeping the board, like if you are not planning to keep it, why would you want wooden upgrade tokens unless you're going to buy another copy of the game?
But then I think if you're going to have it as your game for a whole year and you're going to play it once a month, like, yeah, cool, upgrade it, like make it a special thing that when it comes out you have some love, I think it's really addictive. I think the one downside I would say to it is sometimes it asks you to remove a sticker and you actually can't.
Oh yeah.
So the awards that you get for doing certain things, you stick on the board, and then it says, "Oh, you can take that one off now," but it's really tricky. So we just, without like leaving marks on the board, so we just tended to, when we got another award, just stick it over the top and we knew that one had gone.
We peeled as much of it off as we
could. You can have
but...
happy and unhappy guests, and it's easier to peel off the upset stickers from the board. People are unhappy, but the award ones were quite tricky to take off. But that was really the only downside and the ending. But I don't think there is anything that they can.
Yeah, there's no perfect way to end those games. I don't think it was as restrictive. It's a nice game. It's quick. It's one of those ones that you'll play it quickly. I would have thought, because it is addictive. You might flip the board to the other side and burn through that as well, and then it disappears.
Yeah, another little touch that they've done, which I think is quite nice, that on Unexpected Games' website you can upload your town. Oh yeah. So you can see everybody else's town, and they're all slightly different. I mean, there's no reason for it, but it's a nice way to share your town. It's
the what's that game with the bears that we keep on going? We want to buy on the Switch.
Animal Crossing.
You can visit other people's villages, can't you? So it's that kind of visit other people's Cozy Stickervilles and see what they did or what they explored. So it's those elements of all of those games that people are loving at the moment, sandwiched together and put into a board game version.
And I think people will see it online and think, "Oh, I've got to try that out." Like, it's definitely one that people will be like, don't want to miss out on.
Yeah, I think there's going to be, and there already is, I think there is going to be a lot of hype for it. I think there is a specific audience for it.
If you're looking for a strategic game where you can
where every decision matters.
You can plan out your turn. Like, this is not for you. But if you're looking to while away a few hours and just chill and have a bit of a laugh and make silly decisions with your friends, then yes, this is.
It's like, this is the right time of year for this game to come out.
Yeah, in the winter.
Too cold. Just
sit
down
fire.
and just chill with it.
Yeah.
Or fire. We haven't got fire.
Radiator.
I hope there's no fire in it. Jesus.
No, but you can
Buildings burning down.
You can imagine like a cozy scenario. Sit down. Right, where are we going to put these stickers? It's nice. I'm very glad. I was very excited about reviewing it, and I'm very glad that we've had the chance to play it. It was great fun, and I did really enjoy it. So, if you are looking to pick up a copy of Cozy Stickerville in, what did you say, February?
In February?
Then perhaps you might like to get it from Board Gamist. So, board game nights are only as good as the games you bring to the table, and that's why I always start at boardgamist.com. It's a shop built by people who genuinely love the hobby, the kind of place where every title feels handpicked, not just stocked. Whether you're hunting for the newest hotness, a family favourite, or that one expansion nobody else seems to carry, they make it easy. Fast shipping, careful packaging, and a selection that actually respects your shelf space. If you want your next game night to hit that perfect stride, head to boardgamist.com and find something worth playing.
That's it. Head over to boardgamist.com, use the code Get Into Games, and get yourself 5% off anything online in their lovely store.
So wait till February. When
whether it's Cozy Stickerville or any other board game that you might like to buy, feel free to grab yourself a copy with a little bit of discount. But yeah, that's it. Pretty much. That is Cozy Stickerville. I don't think I've not mentioned something. I've probably forgotten to mention something about it. But there's not really a huge amount other than that to go into. It's fun. You'll enjoy it. If you do, if you don't, you won't. I do recommend it. But I obviously will recommend it to people who are specifically into those kind of choose your own adventure, relaxing board games. They're the exact game that are kind of in the thing at the moment. They're in the zeitgeist.
I do think there's just going to be a whole run of them.
Yeah. So the sticker book situation is going to be, I think, is going to be the next jewel, the next roll. What was it? Roll and Rights recently, and there was something else, but I think stickers. There's a game called Carp City that is getting an English copy version, English printed version, which looks amazing, and that is a choose your own adventure. Well, it's a choose your own adventure micro macro style sticker book. It looks amazing, and I've seen some of my friends in Germany playing it, and boy, oh boy, I cannot wait for it to be released here in sunny old Blighty.
I was also just going to take a minute or so to just reel off the other unexpected games in the library of their games. They've got Mandalorian Adventures. Don't know how much you know about that.
Yeah, that's again a Gloomhaven-y style, or almost Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion, but Mandalorian. There's two of those.
3,000 Scoundrels.
We played that recently. It's quite fun. That's got the cards are always changing because the card sleeves have one, like in Canvas, they'll have one piece of the information on the cards. Then you slide a card in to the card sleeve. Is that the one
we played with him?
Yeah. And you slide the card in, and then that changes exactly what it is. So you're always going against different bandits because they're always going to change because they're always being put in different card sleeves. I didn't
know that was that game.
So yeah.
Oh. The Initiative.
Never.
And Voices in My Head.
Nice.
Which I have heard of, but I've not played. So there's some others to check out if you like unexpected games.
Yeah, they've got some great little games in there.
Yeah.
Catalogue.
So I can't wait to see how much the kids beat us by in their village. They are the king. They are the monarchs of the
I feel like they're
town.
going to do very well. Unfortunately, so yeah, that'll be another thing for another day.
We can fill people in on our roundup of what we've played. We'll let them know.
So
what the score was.
At the end of the month is going to be our January roundup of all the games we've played and all the things we've played. Quite a few. We're doing pretty well on our alphabet challenge, I'd say.
And you need to put out the Q&A so that next time we can answer people's questions.
I'll put
from
out
the
a Q&A at some point, and someone will
Not
ask.
the A's, we just need the Q's.
Oh yeah, I'll put out some Q's. No, I'll
P's and Q's.
Anyway,
and Q's.
Thanks for listening to the podcast.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Check out Stickerville.
Check out Cozy Stickerville when it is available in February. And let us know how you get on with it as well. That'd be really interesting.
Remember to
get
stickers and layer up. And remember to get into
games. Get into them inside of the game.